tonight's story is called Bar Hopping in Brookville. Around the time I started the job I have right now, a few months into it, this guy came in there. He ended up working there for like a few months. I ended up kind of forming a friendship with this guy, and before he left, I ended up exchanging phone numbers with him. One night after I got off work, this was when he hadn't worked there for like a month or something, he ended up hitting me up, and he wasn't able to drive out anywhere that night, so I ended up going back to his place. This was in the Brookville area, kind of that's still, I think that still would be considered Montgomery County. But I went to his place, and he had these a couple bars within walking distance, so we went bar hopping in Brookville between like the two bars there are up there. There was one bar we went a lot to up there. We'd just, sit there and have some drinks, and, we'd shoot pool, and we'd usually leave that place feeling pretty good, and walking back to his place, and go back to this place for like an hour and sit on his porch. And I remember we were kind of out in the middle of nowhere, so I'd just sit there and stargaze, and we'd have these really cool conversations about anything and everything. There was another time with this guy that we actually went bowling. This was up in Inglewood. This is at the Inglewood Lanes. And we shot pool up there and went bowling. And we were kind of doing these ridiculous trick shots, just kind of bullshitting around. There wasn't a lot of people there, but there was eventually someone came in like right next to us, and he did this kind of trick shot, but he accidentally threw the ball down the next lane and like completely fucked their game up. Felt like dicks, but it was kind of funny. After that, we ended up going to this one bar. I can't remember the name of it, but it's lit up really good, and it's off of 49, a little bit past the Salem Mall. And there was like a UDF in that plaza, but we went there and had some drinks and just chatted about our lives and stuff. My favorite memory with this person, I want to say this was probably, this was about the summer of 2015. He was living up in Lewisburg, which I've had a lot of good memories up in that area, because the Melody 49 Drive-In is my favorite place to see movies. I kind of like how it's out in the middle of nowhere, and I have quite a few memories out there with certain people, and there will be people in that area that will be getting, memory videos as well. But he was living out in Lewisburg. We went out to eat somewhere, I can't remember, but we were in the Inglewood area, and we were driving back by this putt-putt course, and we're like, we haven't played putt-putt, I hadn't played putt-putt in forever, so let's go play this. So went and played, this game of putt-putt, and I remember I was like, this is a lot harder than I thought it was when I was a kid, but it was pretty fun, and we were the last people to leave for that night. And there was this really weird occurrence. We were walking in the parking lot away from the putt-putt course. There was no one that putt-putt course, but out of nowhere, a putt-putt ball is thrown at us, and lands it bounces on the pavement, a few feet from us. It's just like this putt-putt ball just came out of nowhere, and we're like, what the fuck is that? But after that, we ended up going back to his place. And there was this hotel across the street from it. And there was this bar in front of it as well. So we ended up there. We went over and had some drinks at that bar. And we went back to his place, and we'd usually just go back to his place and watch like Adult Swim stuff and whatever was on. Just kind of like laughed, usually watching Family Guy, repeating line for line, because I used to watch that show a lot, and on a lot of the older episodes, I'd know it line for line and repeat it. We just sit there and kind of watch and laugh at that. But this guy definitely came into my life at a time I wasn't talking to many people. This was even during the time that me and Tiki weren't talking at all really for a year, and this was one of the people I'd go and hang out with, and it's a very memorable time in my life because it was exciting and new with the job I had, and I was making some changes. And he definitely had an important part of my life. Definitely with some of those are memories I'll always remember, and memories I'll always look back on and be thankful for. So thank you out there. Thank you. But that is tonight's story, entitled Bar Hopping in Brookville.